Hello guys, this is Ben from Supercar Ben, and today we're reviewing the Mercedes G63 AMG. If you're the type of person who loves to show off and loves to tear through countryside roads, then this car might be for you. Just look at its beautiful design and most importantly, the 22-inch matte black rims. Like, this car's design, it just looks so aggressive and I absolutely love it. But just by looking at it, you know this car is hella menacing because it's very tall. With its 1.6 meter height, you know this car is definitely going to outrun you. Just compare me with the car. Like, the car is absolutely tall. And also, considering how big this car is, feast your eyes on that 450 litres of boot space. Just look how big that is right there. You can comfortably fit in 5 to 6 suitcases in there. And also, just to mention, there is also a dome light containing a socket as well. This car has a lot of AMG branding. I'm telling you, Mercedes takes their branding stuff seriously, because when you look at these aggressive quad exhausts, there's literally AMG everywhere on this car. So if you're a die-hard AMG fan, then obviously you're going to love this G-Wagon. And now let's talk about this car's performance, because this car is absolutely powerful. So I'm going to open the bonnet for you right now. Oh, look at these beautiful sounds right there. Now let's open that beautiful boot and take a look at that engine. Let's talk about this engine. So this engine is a V8 supercharged engine that has a 4-litre displacement, also containing 585 German horses. Also produces 850 Newton meters of torque. Just to mention, if you didn't know, just take a look on the AMG engine cover. There's a panel right there that shows the person who've specifically tuned and manufactured the car to AMG specifications, and it also contains their signature on the car, which adds a little bit of personality, which is honestly a great touch, to be honest. I actually love this. When you close this bonnet, it produces this satisfying crunch sound. Just take a listen. Ooh. That is beautiful right there. That sounds amazing. This car can reach 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4.5 seconds, which is absolutely mental considering how heavy this car weighs. This car weighs at a chunky 3,200 kilograms. If you just think about it, that is 3 times heavier than a Suzuki Jimny. This is a car that'll bulldoze your wallet, as it costs around £180,000. That is also including the G manufacturer package. This is basically the top spec of the G-Wagon right there. But if you want to go beyond, then you can also purchase custom-made G-Wagons, which is pretty much the Brabus G-Wagon and the Mansory G-Wagon, which is actually much more expensive compared to this car, as the prices range between 400 grand to £1 million. And before we go inside, I'd also want to talk about this weird looking badge right over there, which is the Mercedes-Benz Schöckl approved badge. So if you guys don't know what Schöckl approved is, it basically means this car is capable of going over anything. Literally, this car is very resilient. Also, let's go inside of the car because there's a lot of surprises as we go in here. Now let's talk about the leather stitching. And honestly, if you just take a closer look onto these red stitches right over there, like, I don't know, it just looks very cool. It just gives this car, you know, this very exotic feel, if you get what I mean. Like, it just looks absolutely nice. Also, if you come a little bit closer here as well, since we have the G manufacture package, if you just see this handlebar right here, it says G manufacture, which is also a nice touch. Also, this car has quite a lot of design elements. For example, let's talk about the brushed aluminium panels. As I add a little bit of pressure, just look. It's solid. Same goes to the, you know, the black panels as well. Look at that. No creasing, no creasing. Which just shows that Mercedes is well on top in terms of their build quality, which is very good. Another design element is pretty much like these turbine styled air vents. If you take a close look right over here, like, they literally look like engines on an airplane. Like, you can twist them to block airflow, which is very nice, but also a nice touch by Mercedes. So yeah, nice job for the design, Mercedes. Very nice job. Now, coming over to the dual screen infotainment system. So I can't lie, it's okay. It's a little bit laggy if you see right there. And by the way, this is not touchscreen. It's controlled with these controls right there, where there's like interesting looking buttons right there. So it's a little bit antique. So you can like control the menus. You know, if you want to make a phone call, you can go here. Basically, you know, normal functions you'd see in every car brand. But yes, you can definitely see that there's a little bit of lag visible right here. So yes, I just wish Mercedes added like the new MBUX system on there. But honestly, they should have added it, to be honest, because oh my gosh, it's very laggy and antique. But thankfully it has Apple CarPlay. But since this car's an SUV, you can also take a look right there. There's these differential locks right here, which is very nice. I am no off-road expert, which basically allows the car to climb those very steep gradients, which is very nice. And also, if you come a little bit closer as well, we have a low range button, which helps the car to also, just like what I've said, climb those steep gradients. And if you didn't know, this car can actually climb a 100% steep gradient, which is absolutely mental. And now let's talk about the steering wheel, because there's a lot of buttons on that steering wheel and it overwhelms me a little bit. But what's also interesting are these little clickable displays. So you can twist the knob to change the dynamics, or you can otherwise load up your favorite preset by pressing on the circular knob. And bam, you're on your favorite preset right now. And also with these buttons, you can also change the specific setting that you want to actually be changed by doing this. So if I want to change the stiffness of the suspension, what I can basically do is just click it a little bit and bam, there we go. We can either put in Comfort, Sport or Sport Plus, which is also a very neat feature. Now let's talk about the seats, because these seats are absolutely amazing. Because what you can basically do is that you can change your position electronically right there, or if you've saved a preset right there, you can use the memory function. And also, just to mention, this car right there, there's 4 buttons, so lock the doors, unlock the doors, air conditioned seats, or heated seats, which is also a nice feature. There's also a heated seat button right there for both seats, which is also very nice. And also, talking about the padding as well, this, I don't know, but if I just press a little bit firmly onto these seats, can't lie, it's not bad, it's actually quite good. You're going to be absolutely comfortable during these long journeys. Now, onto leg space. So the rear seats right here, if I sit right here, you know, the leg space is not that bad. For medium length journeys, it's okay, but for long length journeys, yeah, you see that my knees are touching like this part of the seat right there. Yeah, it's not that comfortable, and I can definitely say that I'll possibly develop knee cramps. Now onto storage capacity. Glove box right there. There's also a coin holder there, so if you want to hold your pennies right there, then you can do so. Also more storage right there. And obviously this is the standard in every car. We have those so-called bins if you want to like put your rubbish in there. In the back, we have an armrest with more cup holders. which is honestly not bad. It's quite good. We have this for your cigarettes. If you want to charge your phone, you can use this as well. This is like USB, unfortunately not USB-C. And we have an ashtray. If you want to store your magazines, you can store them in here. All right, now talking about the rear cameras in the car. If you can't reverse park properly, then these cameras are basically for visual aid. So you have a 180-degree view, standard view, the side view, even a wider angle, a rear angle, and also shows like the bird's eye view as well, which is also very handy, and the trailer angle, which is also cool.